We are live in Moline, Illinois for the Great American Bash. Jeff Katz, Mark Madden here, getting set to give you the rundown of all the in-ring action. Mark Madden, welcome.
Jeff Katz, it's unbelievable. I sit here, I'm running a fever, sweat's rolling down my forehead. I'm just thinking about all that's going on. Medusa dressed in her stretchy underwear. Flair and Piper against Hall and Nash. Savage page 2. What the hell else can you say about this except get the TV audio off my headphones? It's driving me nuts.
Folks, this is wrestling. This is Americana. This is the Great American Bash.
That's right, and unlike a lot of other pay-per-views, I like the fact that America has something to do with this one because a lot of people in America are watching this one. A lot of other pay-per-views are like the pay-per-views that fall in the forest. If no one watches them, do they really exist, Katz? You tell me, do they really exist?
Well, that's certainly an incredible question. I feel challenged.
Hey, I came to gloat. I came to make money. I came to watch Crippler Chris Benoit slap on the Canadian crossface or whatever the hell it is he calls that thing that really messes people up. It's going to be unbelievable, Katz. I'm going to beat you up before it's all over. I swear to God.
Oh, folks, should be a wild night. And, of course, starting things off for us tonight, it's going to be a respect match. Sonny Ono got himself into the middle of things
By the way, that's the Crippler crossface. You called it the Canadian crossface a minute ago.
You
Don't
called
disrespect Chris
You
Benoit.
called it the Canadian cross. Let's just get on with it, shall we?
Respect match, oh my, it's going to be unbelievable.
Unbelievable, folks, is the word Psicosis and Ultimo Dragon, moves you've never even thought of before. And it's like the 4th of July inside the Mark of the Quad. And
Mark of the Quad, named after me.
What a nicely suited name for a wrestling event.
Hey, a little plug here. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern, here at WCWWrestling.com, the Internet Insiders Talk Show. Myself and Gene Okerlund will host. The guest will be Ric Flair. Believe me, he doesn't like you people. You'll never get a chance to talk to him after tomorrow night, 6 to 8 p.m. Internet Insiders, WCWWrestling.com. Real audio, woo, my fever's running high. Then the 28th from the LA Forum, the Super House Show, TNT Saturday Nitro. Oh my God, it's going to be unbelievable. Sting and Hogan in a face-off. They're going to rip each other's face off. That's the way I interpret it. Myself and Gene Okerlund doing play-by-play till one of us passes out, and then Mike Tenay will step in.
Unbelievable. That weekend's like face-off weekend. You've got the movie opening, then this. But, folks, let's get right down to business at hand. After each and every match night on the WCW hotline, there are going to be interviews with both the winners and the losers, interviews with everyone involved. The number 1-900-909-9900, $1.59 a minute to hear all the latest inside happenings in WCW.
Well, we got the plugs out of the way. You people who are on the message board, the chat room that I can see here across the room, if you want to send messages about what a jerk I am, how much I suck, feel free. I'm getting paid. You're not. You're at home listening to me. It's a wonderful life, just like Jimmy Stewart said so many years ago, Jeff Katz.
Folks, we are getting started off right now. The respect match. Sonny Ono's Psicosis and Ultimo Dragon.
It's going to be unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ultimate Dragon, to me, is a clear-cut favorite, but Psicosis does have Sonny Ono in his corner. And Psicosis is a great wrestler, pretty tall, pretty thin kid, a little bit not as muscular as Ultimate Dragon, but I'll tell you what, I got to go with the Ultimate Dragon, even though Psicosis will probably put up a better fight than a lot of people think.
Well, the question is this. What style is this match going to be wrestled in? We've seen the Lucha Libre style both men can bring to it. We've seen the New Japan sort of style that the Ultimate Dragon can bring in. It's going to be interesting to see who dominates this match because both men are going to have to have a good, solid knowledge of both styles. That's where I agree with you. The Dragon, who has worked in Mexico and Japan, could have a severe advantage.
He has a clear advantage. He's Yoshihiro Asai in Mexico. He knows how to work that kind of style. If Psicosis starts coming at him with that Lucha Libre stuff, Dragon's going to be well prepared. But Psicosis has never worked New Japan style. What happens if the Ultimate Dragon starts going after him in that fashion?
It's a culture clash of a whole new level, and the crowd beginning to respond favorably to the Ultimo Dragon, which is something completely new for him.
Well, I believe that's because they think he probably brought Japanese fast food with him. No, actually, I think it's because of that funky outfit. Let's face it, nobody likes Sonny Ono. He determines who's right and who's wrong, who's good and who's bad, who's neutral and who's Switzerland. That's the bottom line. If Ono's in one corner, they're going to root for whoever's in the other corner.
Very good comment there as these guys start to size each other up. It's interesting to see. Normally the Dragon comes to the ring with very little fanfare, just a slow descent onto that ring area. But this time he came in a little more energized as his tights, a golden this time. This is something we haven't seen before. Let's get right down to the action. These guys sizing each other up early, looking to lock up.
Now, here's something I don't like. Psicosis is stalling. Why would a wrestler with his skills and his speed and his stamina stall?
Maybe Psicosis is really Larry Zbyszko.
Stall, Larry, stall. Stall, Larry, stall. Yeah, maybe.
Here we go, folks. These guys getting set to lock up. look at the dramatic height advantage that Psicosis has here. I mean, this is really incredible. Big, quick arm takedown there by the Ultimo Dragon. Sends Psicosis right out of the ring and into the nearby, into the fans almost. Really great, quick maneuvers there by the Ultimo Dragon.
Look at the dramatic width advantage Ultimo Dragon had. Psicosis, a skinny kid, not a very old guy, probably around 22, 23. Dragon has been around for a while, and he is really put together.
Well, the Dragon in the ring waiting for Psicosis to get back in. Look at him doing almost Rocky sort of shadow boxing. This is unbelievable.
Well, it is a Rocky story here, I'll tell you what, because if he thinks he's going to just beat Ultimate Dragon based on running around and posturing and making gestures, he's in for a very rocky night.
Well, Psicosis back in the ring. The Dragon coming right after him. These guys once again sizing each other up. Collar and elbow tie up into a quick leg takedown by Psicosis. Into a chin lock there, turned into another arm lock down by the Ultimo Dragon. Spins it over, does Psicosis into an arm lock of his own, and really wrenches on that arm. The Dragon, Psicosis really using that height advantage, that leverage to his advantage here. And now the Dragon rolls out of that, does another roll, and to an arm drag there. Great move.
It's counter wrestling at its finest. No matter what Psicosis has, the Dragon has something more. And I've never seen Psicosis like this. He's turned into Sonny Ono every time things go bad. He's getting visibly frustrated. What's the deal there? Psicosis was his own man up until a week ago. Now he's doing nothing.
Well, Psicosis still outside the ring. The Ultimo Dragon really just dominating inside that ring there. And the Dragon looking to size him. And Psicosis talking to the camera now, showing some traits we've never seen before. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, unbelievable. Sonny Ono encouraged him back in. You know, sometimes a manager can hurt a wrestler, Jeff. He gives him that unnecessary crutch, gives him somebody to cry to, someone to moan to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes wrestling's a sport where a man stands alone. Why does anyone need a manager? Unless, of course, it's me, because I'm a genius.
Well, the man known as Psicosis still not getting back in that ring, teases as though he's going to. But look at the Dragon, not getting frustrated, just taking his time, taking a breather, sizing up the opponent at hand.
Dragon's awesome. I think on paper this is a mismatch. Only if Sonny Ono can manage to really cheat Dragon, force a pinfall situation for Psicosis. Unless that happens, I really, really like Ultimate Dragon.
Well, if anyone could cheat the Dragon out of a win here, I think it's safe to say it's Sonny Ono. Now Psicosis into the ring. Ooh, spits at Ultimo Dragon. Now Dragon charges at him, big shove there, big shove back by Psicosis. Dragon comes running, grabs him by the waist, to side headlock now by Psicosis. Dragon in trouble, Dragon puts him into the rope, big Irish whip, Psicosis comes running, shoulder block by Psicosis. Psicosis charging again, jumps over Ultimo Dragon, runs at him. Dragon, went for a leapfrog, got nailed right in the breadbasket.
I gotta admit, some real good chain wrestling there by Psicosis. Dragon went for a leapfrog, Psicosis squared up and punched him right in the gut, and Dragon is kind of hurt right now. Psicosis isn't wrestling like his old self. But then again, maybe Dragon prepared for Psicosis' old self. Maybe this can sort of give a little change of pace at the beginning of the match.
Well, Psicosis misses an elbow drop, talks back to the crowd once again, now picks up the Dragon. Irish whip coming up, sends him in, ducks under now. Dragon catches him and drops an elbow right in the small of his back.
Yeah, Psicosis there went to duck under Ultimate Dragon, running across the ring. Ultimate Dragon saw him coming, definitely telegraphed the move. Backs him in the corner. Woo! Big chop. Big wad of spit flying out, too. Another chop. Dragon really taking Psicosis to task right now.
Irish whip reversed now by Psicosis. Dragon comes in, leaps over. Now Psicosis catches him on the head. Dragon does a full headstand on that top turnbuckle. Psicosis charges at him. No, Dragon now doing splits. It's like Demi Moore in striptease. Kicks back Psicosis now, who rolls over. Now really attacking him with a bunch of kick throwers all over the body.
Oh, my God, a big spin wheel kick. Psicosis goes down. Dragon looking like a house of fire. Why did Psicosis back off when he was doing that full handstand in the corner?
Once again, probably looking at Sonny Ono for advice.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know Sonny's been known to screw a lot of... Oh, wait, that's a different Sonny. Okay, let's move on.
And now, outside the ring, Psicosis inside the Ultimo Dragon, gaining confidence, now talking to these fans, urging them to chant for a count out.
Well, why would anybody who chants for a count out is just scared of the guy getting back in? Let's get back in the ring and decide it by a pinfall.
Now, Psicosis getting in the face of some of our ringside fans. Unbelievable.
Psicosis is a great competitor. I mean, he's the kind of guy, I think he's a great wrestler, just not quite in the same class as Ultimate Dragon. Whether Sonny Ono hurts and helps, who knows?
Well, here we go now. Psicosis getting back in the ring finally. And the Dragon waiting to charge at him. Good use of the referee there, trying to keep the Dragon away. In comes Psicosis. Dragon charges right at him. Big Irish whip now by the Dragon. Here comes Psicosis. Spins him into almost reverse spinning torture rack. Drops him into a backbreaker there. What a great move.
Unbelievable. Psicosis can't get much offense going, but why is Dragon letting up here? Now he's kicking Psicosis. It's like they're both trying to change their own style just for the sake of doing it. I think whoever gets back to his own style is going to win this match. That's going to be the Dragon.
Irish whip now by the Ultimo Dragon. Sends Psicosis in. Ducks under for a back body drop. Gets caught, though. Big boot right to his midsection.
Psicosis with a strong comeback, but now Psicosis is gloating. He'll be back in the Nike factory before you know it. He doesn't get things going here.
Irish whip now sends Dragon into the turnbuckle. Psicosis charges right after with a clothesline. Sends the Ultimo Dragon down. Now he's talking with Sonny Ono again.
Unbelievable. Both these competitors really getting away from the style that made them great. Psicosis now with a boot to Dragon's shoulder to his collarbone. The Michelin Man doing nothing refereeing. It's unbelievable.
Irish whip now by Psicosis. Dragon comes, ducks under, does Psicosis. Big drop kick now by Psicosis. Here he comes charging at him as the Dragon stays in the ropes. Big body press flipped over by the Dragon. These guys trading blows. Ooh, just gave him a stun gun, and Psicosis goes down outside the ring.
Unbelievable. Dragon went to flip Psicosis over the top rope. Psicosis caught his feet, landed on the apron. Wait, Psicosis regaining his feet outside the ring. Dragon's going up top. Goes for the body press, misses, hits knee first on the hard mat.
Now Dragon back up. Oh no, he falls down again. Psicosis back into the ring now, and Dragon looks hurt.
Dragon wasn't sure whether he should or shouldn't when he went over the top rope with the springboard. Sonny Ono with some big kicks now to Dragon. Big spin wheel kick to the back of the head. Well, we've got Sonny his guaranteed spot. Hopefully he'll disappear now.
Sonny Ono doing what he does best, takes out the Ultimo Dragon outside the ring, and this ref counting as Psicosis can sense victory coming a little bit clearer.
Sonny Ono reminded me of Carl Douglas singing Kung Fu Fighting right there.
Well, here we go now. I think that was our 70s disco moment, was it?
And not the last one either, believe me.
Now, Sonny Ono claiming he did nothing wrong. I mean, any of you
He didn't do anything wrong. You do what you can to seize an advantage. Oh, Psicosis, baseball slide, drop kick, ducks, Ultimate Dragon right on his golden backside.
And now outside the ring, Psicosis throws Dragon back in. Psicosis now pulls up on the rope, picks up the Ultimo Dragon by the mask. What's he going to do here? I shudder to think. Puts him in between the top and second rope and starts just beating him. Now, Psicosis going to the top if the Dragon's still caught between those ropes.
He's suspended between the second and third rope. His neck's out over the clear air.
Guillotine leg drop. Oh, my.
Oh, my. Guillotine leg drop hit Dragon hard. Dragon stumbles all the way to the floor. Psicosis' leg hit Dragon right in the neck. Then he went outside, hit the back of his head on the cold, hard floor. Sonny Ono's spitting on him now. They're both laughing and joking, but this one's a long way from over. I still like the Dragon.
Psicosis now throws Dragon back into the ring, and here comes Psicosis stalking him like a great white shark. Psicosis now going back to the mask, really working over that neck area, so we've seen. Picks him up and looks like he's doing a lot of stalling once again. I don't understand what he's thinking.
Well, now either man could be excused a little bit for stalling, Katz, because they're both got to be a little bit tired.
Well put. Nice elbow to the side, reminiscent of Kevin Nash into the corner there, really working elbows on over.
They all want to be Kevin Nash. I want to be Kevin Nash. You want to be Kevin Nash.
We all do. Picks him up now by the mask, does Psicosis. Psicosis into the ropes now, big Irish whip, sends Dragon in. Duck under, big leg takedown there by Psicosis. Spins him into a leg, La Magistral into a roll-up, down 1, 2, and no, although it looks like the referee got there a tad late.
Now, see, the Michelin Man, if he was in a little better shape, that might have been a 3 count. Of course, if it was me, it would have been a 0 count, so who am I to talk?
Now, Psicosis getting in the face of the referee there. I think he realized the count was slow.
Why doesn't he use those horns on the side of his costume just to impale the guy in the eye? I would like to see that myself.
Picks up Dragon now. Irish whip sends him in. Here comes Psicosis charging. Big, picks him up into a side slam or backbreaker. Yes, puts him into a backbreaker there. Really working over the entire body of the Dragon into a pin. 1, 2, and no. He caught him with his feet on the rope. Psicosis trying to get a cheap advantage.
One thing kind of different, Psicosis used to wrestle a man a lot more bulky than him. He's using a lot of power moves. Sonny Ono kicking Dragon again, but Dragon's going to make a comeback. He's blocking the kicks. Oh, my God. He has him lined up for a suplex. Sonny Ono goes over the top, and Psicosis comes up and hits him in the small of the back.
Unbelievable. Now, what disco song do you compare that to?
Dragon hit Ono up for a suplex. Psicosis dove out of the ring, hit Dragon right in the small of the back. Sonny Ono's disfigured. Oh, wait, no, he looked that way in the first place.
Psicosis now back in the ring, as is the Ultimo Dragon, down on the ground and in bad shape. Psicosis, Irish whip now sends Dragon in. Here comes Psicosis, big back body drop. No, the Dragon lands on his feet and goes into a kick flurry. Oh, my.
Big spin wheel kick right to the kisser. He pulls his thumb across his throat like he's going to end it right here. Whips him into the corner.
Handspring into elbow, reminiscent of Keiji Muto, the great Muta.
Well, Keiji Muto moves. Great Muta doesn't. I think that face paint has some somas ground into it, but we'll pick that up later.
Now here comes Psicosis charging, runs off the ropes here. Ooh, big leapfrog by the Dragon, drops down, catches him in a head scissor, and flips him over right into a roll-up. Reversed by Psicosis, who gets flipped over the ring. Great show of momentum.
Unbelievable. That looks like with the fifth. Oh, my God. Ultimate Dragon goes over the top. Springboards off the second rope. Oh, my God.
Acai moonsault. No one does it better.
Acai moonsault to the floor. Ultimate Dragon making the move that bears his name. They're both down and out on the concrete floor, looking like a couple of Skid Row bums. Pass me the ripple, Jeff Katz.
Well, both men on the ground, both men hurt. Just a fantastic display of agility there by the man formerly known as Yoshihiro Asai, now the Ultimo Dragon. He's the first one up, picks up Psicosis, chucks him back into the ring first. Here comes the Dragon, possibly sensing that victory could be his.
All right, Dragon's line him up, goes in for a suplex. Can he get him up? Psicosis, brainbuster type suplex. He took it head first, going for the pin.
2 and no, big kick out there by Psicosis.
One thing you got to say here, kids, Psicosis showing a lot of heart, a lot of heart.
Dragon now picks up Psicosis via that big mane of hair there. Picks him up now into a tombstone position. Great show of strength here by the Dragon. Drops him right down into a tombstone pile driver. Now down for the pin. 1, 2, and no. Slight kick out there by Psicosis.
You know what's kind of funny there was that Psicosis is so much taller than Dragon. The Dragon really couldn't seem to get the proper amount of leverage on that tombstone pile driver. His legs were hanging over his shoulders. He really didn't get quite the impact he would want.
Irish whip into the corner by Psicosis, comes charging, gets flipped over the ring, now nails Dragon in the gut, goes up to the top rope, does Psicosis. Wonderful spin kick into the Ultimo Dragon. Great show of agility.
Yeah, he got him kind of low, though. If he would have got him in the head, he would have taken his head clean off, I believe. It would have led to an easy pin. But right now, I think he just got him right in the chest cavity.
Ooh, Psicosis comes charging over the rope, suicide dive.
Oh, aptly named right there, Jeff Katz. Suicide dive, hit him shoulder first, but while Psicosis' shoulder may hit the Dragon, every other part of Psicosis hit the concrete.
But Psicosis is the first one up now, taking advantage of a prone Dragon. That didn't sound good. Picks him up and now throws him back into the ring.
You people out there who listen to this for free, that aren't buying the pay-per-view, you are the cheapest bunch of idiots ever to miss this kind of action. There's still time to buy it. Call your cable company now. Oh, my, you don't want to miss it.
Here we go now, both men up. It's Psicosis, puts him into the rope now, comes charging. Ooh, nice turn there by Ultimo Dragon into a Hurricane Rana cradle. No, reverse now by Psicosis. 1, 2, no, big kick out by the Ultimo Dragon. Almost a Rey Mysterio Jr. match all of a sudden.
Well, right, Ultimo Dragon delivered the Hurricane Rana cradle, though, from the ground, which is actually a little bit tougher to do when you consider the leverage involved, but Psicosis rolled it right over. Again, that leverage from his extra height coming into play.
Irish whip now by Psicosis, no, reverse by the Dragon in the ropes. Psicosis walks the ropes into a moonsault, gets drop kicked in mid-air by the Ultimo Dragon.
Oh, Psicosis went for the Asai moonsault off the second rope. Dragon threw a turnbuckle. Dragon appears to have hurt his left knee. Psicosis appears to have hurt everything but his left knee. Both competitors down.
Unbelievable action here. It has picked up. We've seen high-flying maneuvers. Frankly, we don't know the names for half of them. Now the Dragon up, picks Psicosis into the corner, puts him up on that top rope. Could be his signature top rope Hurricane Rana. Now mounts behind him, signals to the crowd. He's got him, spins around. Top rope Hurricane Rana, flips him off. He's got to go for the pin now. He's stalling.
Yeah, but he didn't really get him clean, Jeff. Psicosis laying him back first. He's going to go for a Dragon suplex, looks like. But Ono distracts him. He throws a punch at Ono on their apron, misses. Dragon draped over the top rope. Psicosis stalking him.
Right from behind now, Psicosis goes to the top rope. Oh, drop kicks the Ultimo Dragon, who nails his neck right across the top rope.
This might be it. Dragon prone. Psicosis looking for the pin. He's not pinning him. Why isn't he pinning him?
He's possibly looking to Sonny Ono for guidance yet again. What is it now? He goes for a pin. 1, 2, and no kick out. It's too late. What is he thinking?
Listening to Sonny Ono never did anybody any good. It's got a lot of people screwed on used car deals, and it's doing Psicosis no good tonight.
Well, now, Sonny Ono screaming for him to bring Ultimo Dragon so they could possibly hit him again. Big Irish whip now sends Psicosis in. Sonny Ono just hit Psicosis. Now it's got into that, oh my lord, the Dragon Sleeper. The Dragon Sleeper.
That'll do it. It's all over.
Wait, Sonny Ono.
Psicosis, the Dragon Sleeper. The Michelin Man holding off Sonny Ono.
Sonny Ono charges into the ring. But no, they're not going to disqualify him. It is a clean pin. It's a clean submission, excuse me. The Ultimo Dragon using that Dragon Sleeper. I think an upset win over Psicosis.
Here's the bottom line. No, it's not an upset win. That shows how little you know, kid. The bottom line is Ono wanted Dragon over to be kicked. Psicosis went to whip Dragon into the ropes. Dragon reversed and threw Psicosis in. Ono, who had already started a big high spin wheel kick, hit Psicosis right in the kisser, and he easily was the victim of Ultimate Dragon's Dragon Sleeper hold. An easy win. Not an easy win, but a decisive win for the Ultimate Dragon.
Well, my question for you
Sonny
is...
Ono's record now drops to 0-57.
Well, my question for you is, what does this do to Psicosis and Sonny Ono's new relationship?
Well, I don't think Psicosis and Sonny Ono, Jeff, have a permanent relationship by any means. I think it's a matter of Ono is going to go out and get whoever he can get one by one till he finds somebody that can beat Ultimate Dragon. The feud is not between Psicosis and Dragon. It is Ono trying to get someone to beat Dragon. Until if somebody comes along, Ono will have no permanent protege.
Well, I think you need to remember, however, that Psicosis has not gotten a lot of mainstream press, has not ended up on a lot of these pay-per-views in recent weeks. This is the biggest break he's gotten. Is Bischoff gone? Yes.
Okay. The heat's off, folks. The boss has left. And, it's a decisive win for the Ultimate Dragon. I'm glad to see it, too. I'm not a big fan of mercenaries, and I think it's what Sonny Ono has lined up in his stable, a bunch of mercenaries.